vlog time! No, we're not going to do the entire video in that voice. It's a dual vlog time because DN has had an update a few days ago, and I'm going to go over what has changed. Firstly, I'm just going to go into a duel to show it off. Like the main change that people have been wanting for a little while. I've set up Neton already to do this, so you're going to notice something, alright? Are you ready? You're going to notice something in 3, 2, 1, 0. The field looks different. What is this? It's a pendulum monster. Neton also has pendulum monsters. Now look at what I can do. I can play that, and then end phase, I can destroy it, so it goes to the extra deck. But since the extra deck now needs to be visible for both players, you can now click on the opponent's extra deck. It'll say viewing opponent's public extra deck. Everything will still be face down except for the pendulum monsters because you need to be able to see that. And look, like Neton doesn't have anything like public in his extra deck, but Alka can still click on it. He just won't be able to see anything. So Neton does that, and he adds this one, Time Gazer Magician, ends his turn. Alka, no Neton now. Alka does whatever. Now he would have preferred to get Stargazer Magician, but with his deck full of level 7s, he's fine with Pendulum and Time Gazer, so he's gonna be like Time Gazer, gonna be Odd Eyes, and if it wasn't clear already, having the number 8 on the left and number 1 on or 4 on the right, the lower one, doesn't matter, still works. Be like Pendulum Shogun! And then you'd be like, Kazijin, medium of the ice barrier, Gorse. That, yeah. And then fun. And then let's say it's Alka's turn, and he draws into this guy instead of Forbidden Lands. And then Alka's gonna be like, Stargazer Magician, Time Gazer Magician, Pendulum Shogun! I'm not gonna go into the details of how pendulum summons work. If you guys want it, and I know quite a few people don't really know how it works yet, I'll go into it later. I'm gonna summon all of these monsters. And what dies? Pendulum Dragon! And then yellow gadget effect, red gadget effect, and I could overlay with some stuff. Things are pretty fancy. So that's what changed. One more thing changed. I want you to notice that. I'll just clear the field here for a moment. Oh look, and Grave is now here, and Banish is now here. Not too confusing. Notice the difference. Tokens are now gray instead of yellow. They're normally gray. They're still normal monsters, but tokens are normally gray as opposed to yellow. So they're gray now. So we have that. Then in the deck constructor, a few things changed as well. Obviously, we have like some new cards, including the Pendulum monsters, which weren't uploaded before because, well, yeah. I also, by the way, I decided to not call the Yu-Gi-Oh! News because this is not general Yu-Gi-Oh! News because this is purely DN. So that's why it's just a dual vlog, but I guess in a way it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! News. If you go to Monster and then go here where it's like Normal Effect, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, there's now also Pendulum, so you'll get those. And you can now also search for the Wyrm-type, which so far, except one of them, is the Young Zing archetype. It's sort of similar to dragons, and there's even like a spell card that suggests that. But I'm not going to go too much into that, but yeah. You can now search for the Wyrm archetype, which is good. And then there's one more update. There were a couple of artifacts, including Artifact Scythe, which is a TCG exclusive, like 3 artifacts that for whatever reason you weren't able to set from your hand on DN while the other artifacts worked, and you can now set all of them. So that is good stuff. That was it. We have Pendulum summons now. Be happy.